Hi, it's Robert Bruce Anderson again, and we're onwards and upwards with another WordPress training video. This one is all about plugins and what plugins can do for you. Now, as I mentioned earlier, a plugin is a bit like adding accessories to your car. You add a skylight, a sunroof, you add a radio. All of those would kind of be plugins. They theme things. A plugin is a thing that does a new function that you can now add, or that functionality to your website. So to give you an idea, if you go to the wordpress.org site, and there's lots of stuff to play with here, by the way. You can go to look at all the themes, etc. For now, you click on plugins and you have a look at what, there we go, there's 42,000 of them with wow, a really big number of downloads, and these will show you the kind of the popular ones, etc. But you'll be able to search for it. So let's say you wanted a pop-up plugin. So you'd literally do that, and it's going to give you pop-up options. So pop-up exit, pop-up click, pop-up stroll, all by pop-up CC. Oh, chop, right. Footer, pop-up banner, homepage, trillions. So you can do it that way, or let's go to your dashboard on your website. You can go to plugins, you can go to install plugins, which by the way I've added a few since we last chatted on a video. I needed all of these: Monarch, Elegant Themes, Divi Builder, Bloom. I needed them all to make my website work on the Divi theme. I couldn't bear looking at that other one that I had installed. So if you clicked my visit site, it now does have the Divi theme in it. It's still very ugly, obviously, but at least I know it's a decent theme. What does this say? Facebook Monarch must be hard notice. I'm not worried. Due to changes in YouTube's rules, Monarch again, hard notice. Okay, so I'm still going to be teaching you how to use this without using the Divi functionality for now. The Divi Builder stuff that's so cool. Okay. So what we're going to do now is talk about the other ones that you need to do. And by the way, I'm going to show you how to do one or two. And then this, it's already would have used up a chunk of your time. And then I will simply go and install the others and come back here and kind of let you be able to pause it and look at what I did add. Okay. Because there's some that I do believe are vitally important. So let's start with, for example, Google Analytics. Okay, you can do one by Yoast or straight Google Analytics. In fact, let me just show you what happens when you do this and you click search. Oh, sorry, my bad. I need that analytics still. Add new. Sorry, you're going to add a new one. You've got to click add new. Robert. Don't be a knucklehead. Okay, that shows the average. Here's one you can install, by the way, instantly. WordPress Super Cache. So what I would have done is title. How do you spell cache? Oh, like that. I would hit enter, and it's going to search for, I can see it spinning up there, these are all the cache ones. So you could choose any one of these. Now, a couple of rules with installing anything on your websites, especially WordPress: choose the ones that are current, update. Look, 2 weeks ago, cool. 2 months ago, okay. 10 months ago, not so good. And I've used these guys for a long time. S2 member, very good people. But 10 months old starts to become a bit scary. W3 total cache, good. I've used that a lot. Used this one 2 days ago. It's fresh. Never heard of Easy Cache. Never tried it. They appear every day. Wow. Look at that. For those of you that are South African, you'd recognize that picture from the group The Antwoord. Okay, so lots and lots. Not sure they'd be too happy to know that she's been used as an image by some very simple human being. Okay, so for now, 2 weeks ago is good enough. It's Automatic, which is the owner of WordPress, WordPress Super Cache, safe enough. You click install now. Now, in case you didn't know what a cache is, other than the other meaning, money in your pocket, caching is where they kind of take a a picture, a photograph of what your site looks like, so that when somebody arrives at your website and they want to load it, in other words, they've clicked on it and it's loading onto their computer or tablet or whatever, or smartphone, it's got to load fast. Everybody judges you, not just Google. Google judges you hugely. If your website is slow, sorry, while I'm here, click activate plugin. If your website is slow, you're going to get punished. You're not going to get good rankings, and it's vitally important. You've got to have a cache plugin. So now it says here you must be configured. Go to the admin page. That's cool. I'll do that. But people too, if their website's loading slow, they're just going to click and bail. So what a cache does is it throws up that image of what your site looks like straight away. So now it looks cool, it's loaded, and then it quietly catches up behind. So caching, it needs to be on, that's cool. And then there's a million settings. I have to be honest, by the way, most of the time you don't need any of them to adjust them. You need to switch it on and update the status, and your site is caching. Now, here's a new problem. They're warning me. That's not my new problem. Okay, so I'm going to dismiss that message because it says I can. The warning here is vital. When you're adding pages and posts and you click to see what it looks like this now, if you change something, it might throw up the cached image. So when you're doing kind of serious work on your website, you need to go in and put this caching off, so that you can, and clear your caches, so that you can kind of work on your site without any aggravation and hassles. Okay, so at 7 minutes, I've got a feeling I've kind of covered what you need to know. So go back to install plugins. There's your WordPress Super Cache, it's active. You could do, let me show you how to do one where you upload it. So add new, and instead of searching for it here in the free WordPress ones, let's say it's a paid one or one you've received and downloaded somewhere, you click there. Now you could click browse, choose file, and it'll go to your files on your computer. I am a little allergic to schlepping it, so of course now I'm not even in here, so let's try and find one. I don't even know what these are. Some of these I've paid for, so I can't really put them in here. So let's try my nerves. What can I put in here? Wow, that's interesting. They're all paid ones. I think this one isn't, so let's do tiny compress images. I don't know if I paid for that or not. So I drop it in there. That's my shortcut. And I click install now. I watch the little wheel go for a while and think about the weather. And I'll pretty much soon have to either go and get ready. We're out to supper. Upload plugin, and you click activate plugin. And if it's one you've trusted, remember, important, and it's in. So there's a new one. Immediately it tells me, this is optimizing your images. Cool, if it works or not. It's active. So I can click update here now, or go to the little wheel up there, or here. All of them have got updating facilities. One thing that's pretty cool, by the way, about this nice new blank and clean website is I have to not live in fear of what will happen if I update something. Now, whenever you do updates and things, make sure you've got a backup, so that if when you go to here, your update causes havoc, you're okay, because it'll be, sorry if I sounded a bit distracted, there's some kind of insect eating me. It's South Africa, and in the heat of summer, it's in fact between Christmas and New Year right now. Lovely and peaceful and beautifully hot. So nothing broke, that's great, and I've got another in. So now what I'm going to do is go and I'm going to pause it so that I can film it for you now at 9.5 minutes. Give me a sec. I'm going to go and add all the other plugins that are needed for now. 1 sec. Right, I'm back. I just want to run through all of this. There's the all-in-one SEO pack that you need, and that's a very good one. I added tiny PNG that compresses your images. It's the the free version, and it limits you to compressing perhaps 50 images a month, which if you're doing a lot, then pay for it. I don't have a link for you for that, though. It'll be in here, though. Google Analytics you need, the Google XML sitemaps you need, and then the super cache and the security. Those are pretty much it. Now, before I run away, the last thing on plugins, and it's very, very important that you know this, is that the easiest way for a hacker to get you, to hack your site and hijack your stuff, break your links, and whatever it is that's scary, is through poor quality, old and outdated, or cheap and nasty plugins. So I do highly recommend that you minimize your plugin use. Okay. In fact, watch this. Sorry to interrupt you with this, to just show you something. This is because I'm a paid up member at Elegant Themes, and I'm getting all of the emails. Here is 10 plugins you won't need if you're using Divi. So while you reduce it, so the less plugins, the less hassle, right? So these are the ones. There's drag and drop builder tool. You don't need email opt-in, contact form 7, pricing tables. That's debatable. My Divi version of that broke recently. Sliders, all of them are built in. Maps, stuff. So get off of this, Anderson. Okay, so my point is, do not put 100 plugins. All they're going to do is constipate your site, slow it down, cause it to break so easily. Keep it to the bare minimum and never ever install what you don't need to. But I get that, yes, sometimes you're going to need others. If you look here, that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, about 12. Go to my website and you're going to find a lot more. You're going to find WordPress importer. There's SEO redirection. I've got Pretty Link in here. I've got Instabuilder for sales pages. I've got Backup Buddy for backing up. Oh, you need that. And Super Menu, I'm still playing with it. I've only had it in a few days. Just a thing, I haven't put in here a Backup Buddy of any sort or backup system. But you do need to find a way. I will have another video in the future that will teach you how to do backups. I find these backup ones are a real pest because they want to back it up to an Amazon S3 account or to a cloud thing, you know, those kind of, places. And it's pretty difficult even for myself. I'm not really techie. I mean, I'm teaching all this cool stuff, but I'm an artist first. I'm not a technical person. So I like to learn ways that are simple and teach you the simple ways. And these backup things are often not so simple. You've got to go out and hunt up API keys and certain links and things and all sorts of nasty things that in the end will make you burst into tears. I just go into my cPanel and download it once a month. Truthfully, I know it's really bad, but it's kind of works. And then I'll keep a pure backup downloaded onto my website. Okay, so that's it. 13.5 minutes. Sorry for the plugin one. It's long, but it needed to be done. And in fact, other long ones are going to be pages and posts. And then after that, it's fiddly bits in truth. By the way, at this point, other than needing to add media, which will come with your pages and posts, your website is pretty much set up. Let me just think what else is to do with setting up while I'm thinking. Logos and things, small things. So if you go back to here, the logo's wrong. So big deal. We've kind of got to the point where you're going to start to work on your website. Way cool. Let's get to the next video. Cheers.